Hello guys, Fensmarken here, and welcome to World of Warcraft. It's time to open the chests. Now, I am suffering a little bit from, not burnout, but just boredom. So, I did not get the warrior done last week. I simply couldn't be bothered playing the game. But I did get the 5 other characters done. So, you'll have to make do with 5 characters this week. I apologize, but it's just not as fun, is it? Like, I don't know. There's so many things that it's just like, ugh. And I think it's just because the classes are so fucking boring. They absolutely gutted everything except for what? Demonology Warlock maybe is more fun to play than it was in Legion. Everything else just feels worse. Oh, Survival Hunter, I'm told. And maybe it's the Hunter specs, but I hate Hunters. Just like fucking mouse wheel gameplay. I don't want that. Balefire Branch, please. That is all I want, I think. I'll take a big Titanforge, but Balefire Branch would be the shit. Huh. Haste maybe, but I doubt it. 415 with a socket. I don't think you're competing with that. Are we close? Oh, we can actually get one. Should we get one? Get a pair of shoulders. I suppose we should get a pair of shoulders. Might as well. Because there's so many things you could say, like, oh, the Mythic Plus isn't as fun because the dungeons are linear and worse, and all of the trash is just like you have to go slow and the but I think it just comes down to the fact that the classes are just less interesting. Like, how if you have your artifact weapons still, and you open them up, and you see all that shit you actually lose out of, not just the damage percentages, they don't matter, but all of those golden traits, a lot of them had some sort of effect, and for a lot of the specs, that was actually a gameplay changing effect. Like for, what was it, Arms Warriors? Or was it just Warriors in general? What was it? Arms Warriors, there was something like, it was 2 executes, and then your next Mortal Strike would deal a shitload of damage, right? And they had that as an Azerite piece, but ultimately it was too powerful apparently, so they removed it. So now that's just gone. It's not even an Azerite trade anymore. Yeah, we're going for shoulders, right? Yeah, we have a 400 helm. Yeah, let's go for shoulders. Boop. So ultimately, you just lost it. What do we get? Baleful Invocation. I already have that. And the other one is Shadow Spire. Oh. So basically, that sucks. It's probably still an upgrade though. Because this one's apparently super bad. I'm taking Supreme Commander. Oh well. Maybe it's a good... Wait, what did it have for the other specs? Let's just check. Whacking Brilliance is pretty good, right? I'm told Whacking Brilliance is really good. And I want one of those, I think, so that's good freedom. Let's see this one. That can't be bad. I don't think. That's a law haste, and it's free, and overwhelming. Yeah. Pretty good, I think. Pretty good. Save. Oh, we're talking about the classes from Legion to now. I mean, you just lost, and also the fucking artifact abilities, right? Some of them you might argue is still there, right? They're put in as weaker talents, weaker versions of it as a talent. Like my monk has, instead of Strike of the Windlord, I now have Fist of the White Tiger. And it's a talent that I have to take, so it means that I lose something else. And that might be something interesting, but I definitely lose something because now I take that, which I had baseline, is now a talent. So I don't get the talent I would have gotten in that tier when it was baseline, like I would have when it was baseline. And if you compare Strike of the Windlord from Legion to Fist of the White Tiger right now, Strike of the Windlord hit twice. And not for equal amounts of damage, I think, but it hit twice. And it hit in AoE. Like, it hit everything in front of you. Twice. It gave you... I can't remember how many... They gave you a combo point or two. Two? Did it give you two? I think it gave you two. Oh, that was not the thing. And then it also gave you, which didn't really matter, but it did give you a buff that your next auto attacks would deal so and so, or was it melee attacks? You got some sort of passive buff that your next couple of attacks would do extra damage, and that would be based on how many targets you'd actually hit. So hitting multiple targets would mean you got more stacks or a more powerful version of the stacks. I think just a more powerful version of the stacks. I don't recall too much because it was just about hitting as much as possible, right? And that's just gone. Like, now Fist of the White Tiger hits once and it looks stupid because it's the same fucking animation as Strike of the Windlord, so there's just something missing at the end, and it gives you 3 combo points and doesn't do any damage, basically. I mean, I want the Balefire branch again. Just give me that. Please? 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 What is up with these fucking wrists? This is an upgrade though, right? I get Mastery, but I lose Haste. Whatever. It's fucking 30 eye level. No. 25 eye levels. Woohoo. Bomberino. We're not close, right? We bought it last week. Yeah, we bought it last week. That's just gone. And same as all the legendaries. It's just gone. All of the effects that the legendary gave you, gone. Some of them are talents now. Some of them are Azerite powers. But if you think about it, like, every time it's a talent, you lose another talent. Every time it's an artifact trait, you lose what would have been your set bonus, right? If we're just talking about things that would be gameplay. So in Legion, we had the artifact abilities baseline, most of them at least. Some got it as a gold trait. Still, you had a button. You got a button when you got your weapon. Sooner or later, you'd have a button, right? And then you'd have all the effects inside of the tree, like inside of the weapon. There'd be small things like the Arms Warrior, where you 2 executes and powers your next Mortal Strike. There would be Juggernaut stacks for Fury. There'd be... I mean, for Monk, they weren't so much gameplay, were they? But even stuff like the cauterizing blink from the mage, right? I mean, it's not damage. It does do something. Like if you're low, you blink for heal. I did that a lot in Mythic Plus. What else? I don't remember that many, but all those are just gone. And the legendaries are gone. And all those gameplay mechanics, like fucking Fire Mage Bracers, or Monk Chest, or what else are good ones? What else are good ones? There's Shaman, was it hands or feet? One of them made you go into Ascendance, the other one gave you back your Maelstrom when you spent it. Pretty interesting to swap up your gameplay instantly. What else were there? What do we want even? Hands. I can't really remember too many. Oh, the big red button. Oh, 425, big red button. What the fuck? Push the big red button, launching a missile barrage. I mean, I suppose we're trying that one. Instead of this. We are the big red button. Jesus, that's a big red button. That's fun. That's cool. Let's test it. Oh, and we can get a piece. But where are they? Oh yeah, they're gone. All of the things that had subtle bot. It was gameplay related, so you could definitely feel when it's gone. And then there's the the legendaries. Some of them were just this does more damage, right? But there were others, and those were the interesting ones that did actually change stuff, and that's fun. That's just gone. Big red button. Okay, so it's a targeting thing. Huh. That is interesting. 43k? Why does it do more? It didn't crit, did it? Huh. Interesting. Why did it do more? Versatility? Okay. Let's go this way. And also, you can't swap gear anymore, so that whole, like, swapping your legendaries are based on what's on cooldown, based on whether or not you'd be able to proc the foos, whether or not it was 1 target, 3 targets, or 20 targets. You can't pull 20 targets either anymore most of the time, unless you're a really good group. That's gone. Set pieces, they're gone. Like, just flat out, there's no set items anymore. So you won't even get like a cool gameplay change through the tier. I'm sorry. Like in what's it called? In fucking Legion, the monk at the end was fucking. That was really strong. Every time you got a fucking blackout kick proc, the blackout kick would deal a retarded amount of damage, and instead of just being free, it would actually generate you a combo point. So that's a subtle change that has a huge gameplay implication. That's gone. What do we have now? We have artifact gear. We're getting a chest. We have artifact gear. No, not artifact gear. Azerite gear. Yay. What does Azerite gear do? Just like 1 or 2 of the things we lost. And the amount of things we lost is just staggering. And then all of it is supposed to be in these fucking this does extra damage traits. This one's shit. This one's decent. Right? This one's good. I think. Maybe I should have taken that one. What? Oh, we can't get any more. Well, that's pretty good. Like, look at this. These two these two traits, along with this does more damage, this has a chance to do, or this has a chance to do damage, this has a chance to do damage, this has a chance to heal you or do damage or whatever. Was it this one that has a chance to heal you? This has a chance to heal you, this has a chance to do damage. That is replacing artifacts, abilities, and talents that would now, like the talents you don't take anymore if you get the ability, because it's now talent. It's also everything in the artifact tree. Oh, we have some here we could look at. Like, look at this. Unholy. All of this. All of this. All of this is now fucking in those two traits. 3. And then there's the gear sets and the legendaries. I feel like I'm playing like a level 70 character in an expansion where you're supposed to be level 110. I just feel like I'm missing half my kit. It's just shit. And I think that's like, I think the dungeons are actually great. It's just they feel shit and not fun and worse than the Legion dungeon because the fucking what's it called? The fucking classes are just boring as fuck. I think if they just fixed the classes, everything else would kind of like fall a little bit into place, right? Like, I wouldn't bitch as much about Azerite gear if the classes were fun and interesting, because whatever, like, it might be like a shit system, but in a game that's fun to play, I mean, you'll live with that, you'll deal with it, right? But now it's just a shit system in a game that isn't really fun to play outside of raiding. I like raiding, but everything else kind of which reminds me, I gotta do the Warfront now. Fun and engaging gameplay, right? It's just, I don't like, there's no way the developers play their own game. Like, there's no way. There is no way anybody in power plays this game other than maybe raiding. There's no way. I don't believe it. What do we want? I'd take a pair of gloves. That would be good. But I want lustrous golden plumage, 425 with a socket and avoidance for speed. And I would get... Was that the same ring the Soviet just got? No, it wasn't. A shitty ring? Ah, maybe it's better than this. I don't know. No, it can't be. It's haste over crit. This one was so good back in the day. Max eye level with the socket. Now this character is just kind of scuffed. Well, we did not get an upgrade here. What did we get? We haven't really gotten anything, have we? I got a 25 eye level upgrade on the Druid, right? But I got a downgrade by 5 eye level and a socket on the Warlock. I did get a good Azerite piece. Unfortunately, it doesn't match so well with my chest Azerite piece. But it is a good piece. It's just not as good for me, I think, because I don't think that Baleful Invocation stacks up very well. But I might be wrong. I haven't checked in a while. What else do we get? We got the big red button, 425 on the Death Knight. So that's pretty interesting. I think it's shit. But, I mean, it's going to help with aggro, right? It's going to be fun to just show Sovi Hey, I got a 425 trinket on use. You want that on your warrior, bitch? I just CBA playing the game at the moment outside of raids. Like the raid is great. I'll say that. The raid is really fun, and one of the things that raid does very well is that it keeps you focused on something that isn't your class and its shortcomings, right? Outlaw is actually quite fun. I will admit that. I do like Outlaw. I feel like Outlaw didn't really lose anything too much from what I remember. And it just got better. So that's pretty cool. Alright, give me something that will make Sovi jealous. I would like a belt. I think, because I'm using a 385 with a socket. I think. I would like a belt with haste mastery. For assassination. I would also like a pair of daggers, actually. We'll see. What we get? Give me something good. 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 Shit. Okay. Well. That was not a good week. That was not a good week. Unfortunately, not a great week. I think the overall problem for me is just the gameplay is just not what it was in Legion. It's just not. Maybe I was spoiled in Legion. That might be the case, but everything was just a lot more fun. Everything had more nuance to it, I feel. Maybe not. Maybe demo was shit. What is it? Like survival, outlaw, demonology, destruction? Well, basically, as far as I'm told, hunters and warlocks play better now than they did in Legion, which is fine. They were fucking boring as shit in Legion. Survival got a revamp, right? So those two, supposedly, those two classes are really fun. Outlaw is better. I suppose the rogue is not much different, except subtlety is just unplayable. But everything else is just shit. That is ultimately also why I'm playing the rogue now. Because it's not as much of, like, just cocked. I miss my monk though. Monk is still fun. It was just way more fun in Legion. Like, way more fun. Like the fucking legendaries and all. I mean, it's just. Ugh. It's just nothing now. It's just nothing. And like, you didn't get a new talent row. And you lost some talents. And. It's just passive garbage, honestly. I'm bored of it. I hope you enjoyed my gear opening and ranting about the state of the game. And I hope I'll see you next one. Bye, guys.